Enter the realm of KSBM Radio's creation. Student-led from inception to narration. Crafting content from dawn until dusk. All students involved in the work and the fuss. In the heart of Town View where voices reside. Student-led discussions where ideas collide. From interviews with leaders, peers, and businesses. Just watch us work, creating innovative content. Every aspect managed with student finesse. From podcast production to social media press. No task too daunting, no challenge too grand. KSBM Radio, we taking a stand. KSBM Radio, students leading the way. Every task idea, we seize the day. Witness now as all of our efforts break through. KSBM Radio, the voice of Town View.
I'm closer to the music.
Broadcasting live from Marvin E. Robinson School of Business and Management, Dallas, Texas.
My radio station.
We are KSBM Radio, the voice of Townview.
Hey guys, welcome back to KSBM Radio, the voice of Townview. I'm your host, Dulce, and these are my fellow hosts.
Santi.
Blossom.
And AD.
Tonight is open house. Thank you so much for all of our viewers for watching us right now. And stay tuned for whatever else we're going to talk about because we have a lot of topics to cover tonight and a bunch of interviews that we might have tonight, depending on what teacher stayed for open house tonight. But yeah, we'll start off with our first topic.
All right, we're going to start off talking about the pathways, man. So we're going to start off with the first one is accounting and finance. You basically looking at financial data, stuff like that. You can get college credits, some dual credit courses in there. It's really math heavy, though. It's like the main math one. Like if you're good with numbers, if you're good with like quick, like simple math type stuff, you would be a good fit for accounting. But you have to want to do that type of stuff though. Mm-hmm. Like it's not gonna always be the most fun and entertaining one, but it's good if that fits for you. If that's for you, and if you feel like that's something that you want to do, then it's a great fit for you, definitely.
All right, so before we get too in-depth on the pathways and stuff, let's talk about who the School of Business and Management and who we are. So we're a business-focused magnet school, and our mission is just to prepare our students for anything and everything. We come with, like, a lot of challenges, and it's very work-based.
Okay.
Should I talk about what we were talking about before we got cut off?
Yeah, let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us.
Let's talk about...
No, I meant, like, freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah, but this is through our pathway.
Yeah.
We'll do it at a place. We'll do the freshman sophomore year after pathways.
Yeah. So we'll get into that after.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're social media marketing. This is what we do. So a lot of what you're seeing right now is what you get to do your senior year. So you're gonna get to do podcast shows. You're gonna get to do interviews. You're gonna get to edit the videos, edit some audios, create social media content. A lot of the times, it's kind of what you do every single day in this classroom. If you're not doing like a podcast show, you're usually making other content for promotion and things like that. Other times, you're creating scripts and questions for other people, and you're working with... So you're assigned to either, if you're a host, you're sitting with the host to go over your scripts and your questions. If you're on social media, you have your own team for that too. So stuff like that, that's what we deal with. And production.
We're all chipping in. We're all working together no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. You're always going to do something.
Yeah.
All right. So, next one, man.
Well, the next one obviously will be IT, which is one of the fairly new ones. They explore principles of animation and game development, which is really big right now with obviously that going up. And then it says here they acquire skills to make the video games and how to market them, which is really what the business part is marketing and be able to get that out there, selling, making money to keep making games. And then obviously one of the biggest things is that if you're on IT, you get to be in the esports team.
Oh, yeah.
And, you get to go out there, compete, and get your name known.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Marketing seems to be tied into like a lot of the clusters.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do sports business management. I think you have a little bit more information on that.
Oh, yes. So my freshman year here, I had the teacher, Mr. Briones, which at the time was the cluster teacher for sports business and management. And so what he told us was that their kids, once they reached their senior year, that they would get to go to a baseball game at the end of the year. So that's what I know so far. They also market a lot as well as, entrepreneurship skills. It ties into that.
Marketing's a real big thing in business.
Yeah.
What's next?
So
do real estate.
Yeah.
Let's do real estate. Real estate is also a fairly new one. It's not a whole lot into it, but basically it's what you think it is. It's real estate, houses and stuff like that. You kind of learn about the housing market, kind of learn how to kind of develop your sales skills. You know, you learn how to what areas are like really popular at the time. Eventually you'll get involved in like a pre-licensing track where you can like kind of get your license and practice real estate, which can be very big if that's the route you want to go, and you can already be licensed at a really young age. It's a great way to start off your career.
Is this program still the one that has DECA, or is that also sports and management?
No, DECA is DECA is.
Can't read.
Oh, it's talking about IT. DECA is a part of. It's not tied into real estate, but it is like any. To be clear, anybody can participate in any of the extracurriculars in the School of Business. It doesn't matter what cluster you're in. It doesn't matter. You can participate in any of them that you want to. But the teacher that does DECA does accounting and sports management. Now, that's the teacher that is over there, and that'd be Miss Goodson.
Okay. So what have we talked about so far? That's accounting, marketing, IT.
Y'all need entrepreneurship.
Did we do sports? We did sports and
Our
management.
cluster, yeah, we did.
Okay.
You need entrepreneurship, and I think that'll be it.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Do you have the one for that one? I don't have it. Because it's not double sided.
It's on. You have it. It's on the sports business management one.
Is it this one?
Yeah, it's entrepreneurship. There you go.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it says here, this pathway equips students for executive management roles through hands-on experiential learning. And the key focus areas are that students learn management theory, human capital management, and small business development. Enterprise Business District, SBM's Enterprise Business District offers practical real-world experience in business development.
Okay.
Is entrepreneurship the one that has that little stop and shop?
Yeah, school
It's
store.
the EBD
Is that the school
EBD,
store
yeah.
and the EBD?
Is it EBD or school store?
School store.
School store.
Do
So
you guys know
then
when they get to start that? Is it
EBD
junior
is
year?
something different.
EBD is for business management.
Yeah.
Those are
Okay.
so cool. Stop and Shop is so nice. I go in there during lunch and it's real cheap. Cookies are $1. I go
Really?
out. I go
Is
out.
that the new one?
Yep.
Down by Mr. Bell's class?
Yep. I go out with 5 cookies and I'm set for the day. I'm set. My wallet comes out hurting a little bit, but it's all worth it for that food.
Yeah, that's Mr. Rogers.
Your pocket
My
goes
pocket-
hurting
my
is
po-
crazy because if
my
you say they
pocket's
reached
hurting.
$1,
And I think you definitely start that as a junior. I'm pretty sure you probably started as a junior.
Yeah, I think
I
for a
didn't know
lot of
that.
clusters, junior years or like
When you start
when you
start
actually
they want
focusing
you
on
to
your
pick
cluster.
up and get to work.
Definitely.
Because freshman year, I feel for business in general. Freshman year is like they show you all the clusters and they give you basic business, and you find where you are, like you find where you want to go.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year, they introduce you. Junior year, you get to work, and senior year, you get to bask in, and you get to keep working, and you get to reel all that in.
Yeah,
You guys all
definitely.
had Carlson, so what class was that? Business and management?
It was a lot of different stuff. I still have certifications. We got like 3 different ones. Mine
Yeah.
at Carlson. 3 different certifications. You did Money Matters. We
Yeah, Money
did Stu Kent. We did.
Oh,
I got my Stu Camp, man.
We did a bunch of different. We did another thing where it was like you watch modules and you get certified on like other stuff. We did we did the credit challenge. Y'all remember the credit challenge?
That's the real business class. We had you filing taxes. They had you making sure you don't go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Is the credit challenge the one that I was talking about, the
The
spreadsheet one?
Yeah.
The spreadsheet, yeah.
That was
also
so difficult for me. I
There was
don't know
also
why.
another one that was a little more competitive. It was like more about like real life, and you had to like pay bills and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
it was
like,
tied into that one. It was like a leaderboard, like who has the most
Yeah.
money.
Had to donate. Not donate. Download an app for that, man.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was a lot.
And she was
real
on it too. She made sure you were doing your work, and it was real good.
Yeah.
But I like how her class was like, how do I say this? You were always doing something in her class, so you were always involved in whatever sort of activity she put for you. It was never just book stuff. Like you kind of got to learn a whole lot of different things, depending on the assignment that she gave you. So the spreadsheet thing, even though I still don't be using spreadsheets like that, like it's helpful, you know.
And obviously, we all had Miss Bells.
Yeah, Miss Bell.
How was Miss Bells?
I love Miss Bell.
Miss Bell's
We
my
love
goat.
Miss Bell.
Miss
Love
Bell
Miss
is my
Bell.
goat. Miss
Great
Bell is
class,
the
great
greatest.
class, amazing class.
How was that with Excel, Word, and Photoshop?
We
Photoshop,
took
yeah.
Photoshop. Photoshop was okay to me. Word
I
and
liked it a
Excel
lot.
was iffy. you know,
I
that is what it
think-
is.
There was a lot of people. Majority of the people got the Word certification. There was a lot of people still who got the Excel certification, with the exception of me, and I don't know how many other people in my class. But that was harder for me than the Word one.
I didn't really get a chance to because Excel was at the end of the year, and if you don't pass the first one, you got to keep taking the test. to
Yeah.
pass it.
Yeah.
So I took it the first time the last week of school, and then there was a chance for you to come back on like a Tuesday, but at that point it was summertime, man. I wasn't worried about that anymore, man.
You were ready to go.
But you know
was
what
ready to
was
go.
like good about that is that you had geometric, so you can have the tabs to like you know.
Bro, okay.
But let me
help
not
out,
say
to
that.
help out,
To help out. It was
If
helpful.
If you ever needed
tabs.
to study, they were right there for you to look
Yeah.
at.
To study, you know.
Study.
But yeah. But
had
it was. I got my Photoshop certification, and that's pretty much the only one that I got from those classes that I took with her. But I liked the class. It wasn't necessarily like always easy, but it was easy enough for almost everybody in my class to get it. I think there was like one person who didn't get it. That was it.
We didn't get our Photoshop
Yeah,
certificate.
no,
I
we
didn't
didn't
get
get
to
to
try.
Photoshop.
Dallas
We
College
had
dumped
a
us.
we had a real problem with Dallas College.
Is it still? Are they still doing Photoshop or nah? I don't think that's what
I
it
don't think they're doing it
discontinued.
anymore.
I mean, she could teach us, but we ain't gonna get nothing out of it. We're not gonna get a certification out of it. We'll obviously get that experience.
It would
and
just be a
learning.
regular class. You wouldn't be doing it for any type of certifications or anything. No.
She gave us a thumbs up, guys. I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
you got
saw that?
supporters. You got
Yay.
fans.
And for people who are watching, there's like, well, the people who showed up like in person for open house, so they're walking around the studio and getting to know.
Kind
Kind of what we do for.
Seeing the layout and seeing what we got going on in the room and stuff like that. Yeah.
You can't see, but they're all banging on the wall saying they want to
Oh,
come in.
yeah.
Yeah.
They all have a sign like "I love you."
The
that's
doorknob
Supporting
shaking
us
right
heavily.
now.
The doorknob shaking.
Yeah.
So many people outside.
There's like shirts with our faces on
I'm
them.
saying.
We have fans.
We have real fans out here. Yeah.
Did we talk about business management?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
said
we
You
did go over
mentioned
it.
it?
Yes.
We mentioned it slightly. We didn't really get into it. I don't know. It's because once you get to certain, a lot of stuff is spread out. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
you really hang out with. Not only you don't hang out, but you're really intertwined with your own class. Your
Unless
own
you're like
cluster.
in a real specific one, like this one, or like accounting, or like IT or something like that, you kind of spread around to a lot of different places. So I mean, it's a lot of different, it's a lot of different things you can be involved in. Let's talk about some of the clubs, man. The business specific
Did
clubs.
we go over social media and marketing yet?
Yeah.
We did. We did.
Yeah.
Us.
Some of the clubs.
Yeah, like skills and whatnot. We could just start with skills, man.
Oh, skills.
Yeah.
We could
Skills
talk about our
USA.
experience as skills USA last year.
I guess none of y'all came with us last year, huh? Y'all will be doing it
This
this
is our
year.
first year.
Yeah,
this is our 1st
we're
year.
getting it. We're getting it right now. We have Cotton Bowl coming up. Oh yeah, we have our Quiz Bowl coming up, and then we have a Rocket League.
Oh, y'all are doing quiz bowl and the esports stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
Quiz-
Quiz Bowl? What do
Let's
y'all
see
do
if
for
we do
that?
good on esports.
Yeah, Quiz Bowl.
I thought, but someone said it was Family Feud type.
Yeah, Quiz Bowl's a Family View type about. I think this year we're doing tech, like business tech. They're gonna be like, "What's a microphone? What do you do with a microphone?"
Oh. Okay.
Bing. Get the right answer.
Okay. That doesn't sound too bad.
We did.
video.
Thank you. We
did
did.
video and audio production, man. That
Oh,
was
TV
Oh,
a
production.
trip, man. That was a trip, man. We were walking around the campus recording stuff. It actually wasn't that bad. It was kind of a vibe towards some parts of it.
Some parts were a vibe. I'm
the
gonna
last
disagree
part.
with you on the first few parts because we were a little unprepared, a lot unprepared for that. When we got there, we kind of had forgot a few of the
mean,
settings for the camera, so
We
it
had
was
a
little
basic.
improvised.
We had a basic understanding
Yeah.
of what we were doing, and then we had to get there and kind of figure it out all over
Mm-hmm.
again. I think it was a lot of other people who were a little more technically advanced than us.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta kind of it's skills is what we do because it's like it's taught within it. Like you have to do like editing and the
Mm-hmm.
recording, and so we know how to do that. But once you add different elements like the cameras and the audio and the mics, it's not exactly the same.
But then also the software that they allow you to use for these sort of Skills USA events, like
We
you
just
have
use
to fit
regular
within-
iMovie.
Yeah,
but
we
you
just
can use
use
other
re-
stuff too. You can use Final Cut Pro. You can
Mhm.
use all
There was
types
a lot
of
of people
technical
who
stuff.
use different
Yeah, and then those
softwares.
schools that brought the big MacBooks.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Yeah, no, we had 2
Yeah.
juniors. They did audio video production. Obviously,
Yeah.
I didn't do it. But outside of look at it, they were always stressed out. They were in the room, huddled up with their phones, recording. It looked fun, but at the same time, they were stressing out real hard.
Nah, that won't be our event this year. We're moving on to something else.
We might do either community service or audio production.
Audio production. I'm
editing.
thinking audio production is a little bit less time intensive than because that was a long event too. We
That was
were
a long
there.
event.
We had like multiple hours to get everything recorded. It was crazy.
And it wasn't even just having to learn some of the camera settings on the spot, but our computers crashed like 3, 4,
That's another
5
thing. You
times,
can run
like
some technical
both of them, not
difficulties.
just mine.
Oh yeah, Murphy's Law. That was all
Most
Murphy's Law.
As our
Definitely.
teacher always says.
Murphy's Law is the biggest thing that hits business.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It was wild though. It was wild. I mean, I wouldn't do it again. I was gonna say I would do it all
One
over.
time is enough.
I was gonna say I would do it all
It
over
wasn't
again.
a terrible
but
time. It
wasn't,
was
you
just
know.
it was just that.
It was just a
Yeah, no.
sad.
Other than that, I had a
Other
good
than
time.
that, we were good. We were chilling.
I had
It
a
was a
good
good
time.
time.
Yeah,
And
that was a
then-
little frustrating, but it was fine. Yeah, we
That
had
was
a good
frustrating, but then the experience as a whole, like seeing everybody else who was like in the struggle boat with us, I guess, because they were having their own problems. We were kind of like you weren't in the same room with the people. I guess you were, but we were all super spread out, so everybody had their own thing going on. But we could tell like the stress in people's faces, or well, the people in our cluster with the MacBooks that we had, but we each had our fair share of problems.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, you could choose what you do with, the problems that you have. Like, you have to keep going anyway,
What do y'all know about the biggest club? The biggest business club, which is the Big D Band.
The big D
The
band.
big
Oh,
D
we're gonna
band.
talk about the band now. I don't know anything.
You don't know
personally
that?
about the band.
Anything
I'm
personally
not
about
really
the
involved
band.
in the band like that. We got some other people on the team. They're
Yeah.
band members and they're with the dancers. They're on the dance team and stuff like that. But other than that,
Yes.
I'm not really.
You wouldn't be on the dancing?
You would be on the dancing.
Bust a move real quick.
You
Nah.
We have time. We'll get the music going.
I got you.
Quick little break with
Quick
the
little
music.
break.
Boxing.
Yeah, no, like obviously one of the biggest things is the Big D Band. I was only a part of it half my freshman year. I had to step out.
How was that?
What happened?
I had work. I couldn't balance it all. But my short time there I would say it was a good time there. I met a lot of people. I think I met 2 sophomores, and they got me into this cluster. They were like, you should do social media marketing. They have the radio. You should do that. And they got me here, and I'm not mad about it.
I feel that.
I don't remember how I heard about this cluster, other than like once they started letting us pick outer clusters at the end of freshman year. I don't remember. Like, I just know that they gave us like
I've had a lot of
word of
people
mouth.
tell me to do it.
form.
You know, it was real strict. I didn't know I wanted to be in this cluster. At this, at the beginning, I didn't know, because when we went in, it was just you go into marketing, and then after you go to marketing, you pick your specific path in marketing. So when we got here, I had another teacher who's no longer here, and
Yeah.
I had Miss Shipman. I thought I was gonna go to him, but we end up, he was here and there. He was kind of busy. So I decided that wasn't gonna be the best move for me, and I had to go on ahead and I came over here.
I agree, because at the time when we had that teacher, it was an old real estate teacher that we had in the school, and because he was super busy, a lot of the work that we were doing was McGraw Hill, right? Was that what
I did
called? It was
McGraw.
all
Y'all did
online.
McGraw Hill? Yeah,
we did that,
McGraw Hill.
and it was just, I wouldn't say a waste of time, but I would say that I prefer a teacher who is kind of like our teacher, Miss Shipman. So because we get to do a lot of different things, a lot of different activities, and you're everywhere in this cluster at least. And with that class at the time, I don't think that we had that same opportunity. The people who are in real estate now, they're doing like a lot more work this year, and they're getting a lot of things done. And hopefully everything goes good for them too, because I think we're doing really good right now.
100%.
They're really up there now. With that new teacher, I heard a lot of good things.
Yeah,
Let's see what
because
other.
they're starting competitions now and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
I
they
see.
They
I
started
see a
a
lot
club,
of
I'm
that.
pretty sure. They
Oh,
started FBLA.
We gotta talk about FBLA. We gotta talk
Yeah.
about
What about
FBLA.
BPA too?
We gotta talk about FBLA.
FBLA.
FBLA is a new one. It's a CTSO. I think yeah. 'Cause we're in technical
Teacher
learning.
Business Leaders Association.
Yep. It's
FBLA.
kind of similar to BPA with the competitions and stuff like that, but it's got its differences as well. That's another club that anybody in the school can join. But the teacher that is over it is the real estate teacher.
Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I went up to him. I didn't get to go to the interest meeting, but I was like, hey, I'm interested. What's it looking like?
Not Mr. Nickerson.
Mr. Nickerson,
Yeah,
yeah. I went up to Mr. Nickerson. I talked to him like, hey, how's that look? He's like, don't talk to me. Talk to the agents. Talk to the students. They run the club. I'm just making sure, they're running the boat. I'm just making sure it doesn't sink. That's what he told me. And I was like, that's real smart.
It's real student led over there. Okay.
Yeah, that's real good.
I think the most popular one out of all the business students, I think, is BPA.
BPA. I
Yeah.
know a lot of
BPA.
students at BPA. But I don't know a whole lot of the things that they do, other than the fact that they go to competitions and get ready for things like that. But I'm not sure too much about the club. So if you guys know, I could talk about it.
Who knows? Yeah, have you all been? No. Oh.
Is that on here? We might have it on.
Did you say how'd you got here into social media marketing?
I did not. So originally, I did not want to go to social media and marketing, to be honest. It was my second option. So my first option was entrepreneurship. The teacher that was supposed to be doing it, he is no longer here. And so the reason was kind of unclear why I didn't get into entrepreneurship. So I took business and management, Miss Carlson's class, the one that y'all took freshman year, right? I took that in 8th grade. So I had already had it done, and then I took entrepreneurship in 9th grade, which I was going to choose entrepreneurship because of it and because of the cluster teacher, but there was a problem with something, and I couldn't. So now I'm here.
So now
But
I'm here.
I don't regret it.
now I'm
I
here,
feel like
man.
it's closer. No, I really like
I
it.
really want to do these other things.
Yeah,
but
I'll just get up and leave right
it's
now.
like the last option.
Yeah.
At the
Not
bottom
the
of the
last
barrel.
option.
I got left with the leftovers, man. I just gotta.
No, I'm really glad I'm here. Another one of the juniors, Valeria, she also went through the same thing. We were in the same
But
class.
yeah, name drop. Hi. She's behind the scenes in production with
Yep,
us right
she
now.
knows.
Okay, well, we don't really have a lot of information on BPA, right?
No, it's kind
we
of
have
more,
listed out the clubs that
you
we
can do
have.
all types of events. Honestly, most of these
Look, 'cause you can
clubs,
talk about these.
we're gonna mention
We have a
them.
lot of stuff.
We're gonna mention them, and it's more up to y'all once y'all get here to the school.
Yeah.
To further educate yourselves on what you want.
We gotta reel you in, man. we gotta put you in the track.
What we got next? We got DECA. DECA's another popular one. Another really popular
Yeah.
one.
Well, they have UIL too.
I know you have to take a
I forgot
test.
to talk about that.
DECA's another. All the clubs that we do, I think y'all go to district. Some, but some don't do district. Some go to regionals, and then some even go straight to state and then
Yeah.
to nationals. That's what BPA does. Goes to state then nationals, and then we do regionals and state, and then maybe even nationals. But that's all up to you. And then one of the last ones I think is academic decathlon. I know a couple people in there. It's academic decathlon. You gotta study a lot. You gotta dedicate some time to academic decathlon, and and there's a class for it too now. So you gonna be in a class period just studying all types of stuff. I know I had one friend. He was in the science one. He just had the book, a whole
It's-
textbook,
Oh my
and
god.
just
It's
That's a
hard.
lot.
I did it in middle school.
Oh,
I remember
I did too.
the first day he
I didn't do
dropped
it.
all the bags on us. He's like, study this. We got a competition at mid-year. I hope you're prepared. We just had to study, and it was fun, but you really just had to sit down and
I
lock
feel
in.
it. It's crazy.
Yeah, our advisory class, you and mine, it went over a lot more clubs. We were in, what was it, photography? But they were really small clubs, yeah.
Freshman year, we had photography with Mr. Olsen. It was real fun.
Oh, I had
We
photography
took
too,
one
Mr.
picture in
Olsen.
that class.
Me too. I took 1 or 2 pictures and then that was over. But it's because we didn't get to do any fundraisers. A lot of them, what's it called? Because while we were in clubs, they were doing something different with our advisories. So a lot of the
Oh,
clubs we
yeah.
did not get to
Yeah, our
spend a
club
lot of
just
Advisory's
time.
weird.
cut
Yeah,
off completely.
advisories were cut.
Advisories are no longer a thing at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
It's
Nope.
just
We sound old.
kind of random.
It's like,
yeah.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we used to
type
have
of
a
thing.
period where we could sit
Back
down
in my
and
days,
relax.
crazy.
Now we
But
can say
yeah,
that.
I mean,
Not that
it wasn't completely our fault. Freshman year, clubs were like a hard thing to manage, especially with that free
With
time.
advisory, with that time was kind of set aside to be like, okay, y'all got clubs here too and stuff like that. You can go around and do different things. But
It
it
was
wasn't
really hard
really.
because they didn't like the idea of kids just getting up
Yeah,
on
That's
a
what I'm
time
saying.
and
A lot of
walking
them were
around looking
skipping.
for their club, and a lot of kids were just.
There's a lot of walking around involved, and people just didn't like that.
And our advisory was what, like once every 2 weeks, once a month, and because of that, that's when we had clubs also, and we just
And some
didn't
clubs
work
didn't
out.
have
Really
that same
like
day.
that.
Some clubs had it on
Exactly.
Thursdays and stuff.
So
It's-
now that we don't have advisory, you guys can join like a bunch of different
Stay after
clubs. We
school.
have the time.
Oh, it's
now,
a lot of
stay
after school stuff.
It's a lot of
yeah.
other
A lot
school
of
stuff.
after school stuff.
There's a lot of. We got to talk about the arts and stuff like that too.
Yeah,
we
there's a
kind
lot
of
of
talk about
student-based
band.
clubs.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
some band- oh,
Well, it's because I was
Start 'em
looking at
off.
it. It's because
Yeah.
I was looking at art and the cultural stuff, but I don't know if anybody's part of LULAC or the Black Student Union. Or,
I've done BSU before. We kind of just pull up and just do stuff. I haven't really been involved as of the last couple of years, but I
Last
don't know.
couple of years.
As
When did you join this club, man?
since like sophomore year.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like
really?
sophomore year was the last time I was really involved with that. Man. I went to a couple meetings junior year. That was really me just popping in and saying hi, man.
I wanted to do Mexican American Culture Club, and then I just forgot to go.
I mean,
I
it's
forgot
real
to join.
different.
What, 1 or
'Cause-
2 meetings?
Yeah, like
Really?
there's the Mexican American Culture Club, and then there's just Spanish Society.
Yeah.
What was
And-
two different things?
Yeah,
Okay.
although they're the same clubs pretty much. So
Is
people of,
MAC, Mexican American Culture Club?
yeah, of like
Oh.
Latin and Hispanic descent.
Has,
Like
anybody done LULAC or anything? No?
I popped in, I've said hi. Like I've joined all 3 of those clubs. Like I popped in and said hi, and it's fun. Like I get to
You're just
go along.
club hopping.
Yeah,
Any of y'all
pretty
in
much.
yearbook?
Oh yeah, yearbook too.
Yearbook.
Yearbook? I wanted to do
is like
yearbook.
crowded though. I hear it's a
Yearbook is-
lot
yeah.
of people. in
Yearbook. Actually, voting ended. Peanuts won the theme.
Yeah.
I'm so
Really?
happy.
Yearbook.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
was so
Monster
happy. Like
High.
it was just such a thing. It really felt like an election in there. We had Monster High, Spotify, and Peanuts. The classroom was full, and we're all cashing out. And Monster High was winning. People were like, let's do Spotify. The seniors like, no, I want Peanuts, and it's just a whole.
I feel like there should have
Complacent.
been like another option because
There
I feel like
definitely
why do I
was
feel
an
like
option.
Peanuts gets chosen like every year, but then
No, it was Spotify.
Spotify.
We've had Spotify.
Spotify is
been chosen
overused.
Spotify.
Monster High, it's a
It was
limited
something
amount of
new,
people who really
but-
want
first.
that.
Monster High is like kind of niche. Like I don't know a
Yeah.
lot of people.
You gotta be different. You gotta. You gotta have.
You
that.
got to be into
different
like
crazy.
Monster High shows and stuff
Yeah,
because
yeah.
otherwise it's not.
Because
a thing
everybody
for
can get into
everybody.
Spotify, and everybody can get into Peanuts. Because
Peanuts,
everybody,
yeah.
like Monster High, I had
Yeah,
some
a
kids
lot
be
of
like,
the
"What's
yearbook
that?"
kids, a lot of the guys were like, they didn't know about the sales.
I didn't know
they-
what Monster High was until they said.
didn't.
I ain't really know about it either. If I'm being honest with you, Really, some other people
Yeah, Monster High was
educated.
really like
High.
Some other
teen
people
girl based.
educated me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is,
Monster
it
High
is.
was about, man.
I mean, last year's was what? Diary of the Wimpy Kid, and
Oh really? I didn't.
I don't know either.
This is gonna be my first year purchasing one.
This is
Mine
my
too.
first
Yeah,
year
it's my
too.
first year.
Because they're a little pricey, man.
They
If you don't
are.
know, everything at this school is expensive.
that Stop and Shop.
Everything except for that. Except that's the only thing at the school. That's cheaper than the vending machines.
Oh.
Vending machines gonna run you about $2, man. You mess around and spend
especially if
$4
you pay
every
with your
day.
phone
It's
and it attacks you
it's
like a
so
day later.
crazy. It's like $210
I like how-
cash, and then $310 with your card.
Inflation
The
is real,
inflation
man.
is
Inflation is
crazy.
crazy.
You be seeing inflation in real life, man. You learn about business every type of way at the school, man.
I lose $40 driving to
Yeah.
school, and then I lose $5 trying to get some food. Like it's real hard.
You did
Right,
math,
going
man.
to
That's
the
what the
vending
talent
machine.
education
It
gets
charges
you.
Tough
you
out
3
here,
days
guys.
Let's
later.
get these accounting kids in here
Oh,
and start crunching the
yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
We're trying to sell this school to people, and we're like, it's like
We're
it's
talking
getting
about the
tough.
vending
It's
machine.
getting
If you don't
hard.
have 200 when you walk in, you're not gonna.
I'm saying, bro, you gotta be dropping the bag every day, bro.
If you don't have a 9 to 5, there's a chance you might not get fed. Like
Get the bread,
That's
I
real.
guess.
That's real, though. That's real. Let's see.
We got so off topic.
We gotta all. All right, I would bring it back, kind of. We all have to take art electives, right?
Yeah.
What art electives did y'all take? I took choir freshman year, and that fulfilled my
Really?
credit,
You
man.
took choir?
you were singing.
Okay.
Okay.
I
That-
can't
I
do
can
it.
tell
Hit
it
a note
was-
real quick.
I can't do it anymore.
Were you
of
the
course.
guys in the
Anymore?
bass?
Retired,
Were you
man.
down here? You was over here
Yeah,
singing.
I was
You was
down
over
there in the monotone, the bass section, not the baritones, if you will, man, if you will. I did it in middle school. It kind of carried over
That
here.
Glee Club.
I did what's it called? I did varsity choir freshman year. That was interesting, but it was a little bit more of a commitment, man. It was weird.
Sure.
We had a lot going on.
What did you do for art?
I don't have my art elective yet.
Oh, you're gonna
Wow.
not this year either.
Nope.
So
I have to do it
senior year,
next
you're gonna
yep.
be doing
I'm
something.
gonna be in art one.
Art
Here I
one.
come.
You're gonna be drawing. I'm gonna see you.
Here I go.
I know you did a lot of art stuff too.
You did
You
art.
were
Dude,
art-
I've
Your
done
drawings are so
art
good.
since like elementary school. So
Me
once
too.
I got here, I took art 1 and art 2. I didn't get to take AP art this year because I had to finish some other what's it called? Credits, yeah. So I had to do my health credit and I had to get done with some other credit. I forgot what.
Oh yeah.
And I really could have done it instead of calculus. They didn't put me in calculus, but they put me in calculus. And
Again,
so
we'll get to ranting about the
we'll get
about
to
some of the
ranting about
classes
some
later.
of those.
You didn't get to take a junior either, huh?
What?
AP art? No.
Because
No.
last year I was doing art too.
Oh, last year you
Because
did
I
art
took
too.
a break from art sophomore year. I forgot what I was doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I was in something else.
Okay. Has anybody done? What are the other ones, man? Anybody did theater or modern band? And
I'm a modern band king, bro. I did modern band my freshman and sophomore
You
year.
hesitated before you said king.
Yeah, so I was trying to decide whether to say goat or king, but I'll go with king. Yeah, modern band. It's big. I mean, they're real cool. It's not traditional band. You know, go in there with a trumpet. You can get in there with a guitar. You get in with a guitar, piano.
I know it's really
electric,
popular now.
drums.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
gotten really
It is.
big. Freshman year, I mean, I had already experience with the guitar. I knew I wanted to write songs for a living. So, like, that's just something, when I walked in there, it just helped a lot. And it's been getting bigger ever since. And I like how it grows. So, if you're just interested in music, that's just your actual stop to go.
So do you still have that plan to like do music for a living? You still want to?
Not for a living. I feel like it'll be a good side hustle for
Yeah.
me. Obviously, I'm doing it right now. I write songs and I send them to people.
I didn't know that.
And they sing,
Okay.
yeah. So I still stop into that class. I'm an unofficial TA. I just walk in. I just like the vibe. I go in there, I grade for him, and I listen to the music.
I feel that.
Oh,
I feel
that's
that. I feel
good.
that. That's amazing. That's
cool.
amazing. None of us have done theater, huh?
No, theater. I can't touch that.
I don't
I've been
really
to the
like
plays.
theater.
Really?
I've-
How are they?
Oh, really?
You never been to the
I've
plays?
never been to a Soundview
No.
play in my life.
You're missing out.
Worse
It's your
years
last
than
year, you gotta go.
Not to
it's 'cause
no,
I
not
have-
to bash you or anything. No, we're being supportive. We've never been.
I love the Townview Theater.
I love it.
I love it. No, like they're actually real fun. I have friends in there,
Yeah.
and I mean it's an experience. It's great.
It's definitely experiences. They've told me a few
Definitely
stories
an
about
As
theater, and
from
I'm
what
just
I've
like,
heard,
whoa.
what I've heard is one of the greatest things ever.
I think so too.
Did you guys all take gym for your physical education credit?
Unfortunately, yes.
I had an athletic period.
Really?
Because I was I played. Well, no, I had to take gym junior year because some stuff messed up, and then later on, this year I had an athletic period, so I fulfilled my gym credit with that, which is another thing. I guess I'll touch on it real quick.
I got you.
You can play sports for your homeschool, and basically, if you come here, obviously we don't have any sports. So if you still want to continue playing a sport, you can play any sport you want for your homeschool. They have buses; they'll take you there. You might be a little late for practice, but that's something you might have to deal with as you go here. You cannot get an athletic period as a freshman. You can as a sophomore, and then so on and so forth if your schedule allows it. And then most seniors can get one, but once you get an athletic period, you have to take yourself to the school. They don't offer transportation for that. You got to find your own way there, man. But it's other than that, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Any sport you want, football, basketball, soccer. I know a couple people said that they swim. Some people run track. Some people play baseball, softball, volleyball. Some people cheer for another school. It's a lot. You can do anything, man.
How was your transportation back? Because mine was pretty weird. I had to Uber every day back after. From Samuel, it was like 40 minutes of traffic. I'll finish. I'll be all sweaty from soccer practice. I'll take a shower. I'll be in there.
Man,
now I got-
it wasn't that bad because I've played for some. I played for school that was kind of in good distance, and then so on and so forth. It got a little worse. We'll see, But once I got my car, it was perfectly fine. I know what I'm doing, and I'm driving, and I'm going places. But that's not a luxury everybody has, man.
Yeah.
So,
Me,
I
for
don't want to.
example.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a whole different
that's a
story.
whole different story. I got my permit.
Man, student drivers at Townview, man. I'm sorry to segue, but this is just awful. The parking, man.
yeah.
The parking
We
situation.
wish you guys the best.
You,
once y'all
you know
get
what?
here.
You know what I do? I sit in my car and I wait till everybody's gone because I don't want to dent in my car when I leave.
Oh, and then the traffic. That's one thing you will have to deal with. The traffic coming out the
Yeah.
Townview
Definitely.
parking lot is so bad, man. If you can, wait a little bit. So maybe 4:45, 4:50, and then try to make your way out the parking lot, and you might have a little bit more luck with that, man.
8th Street is too small for all those cars.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Especially with the buses and what's going on.
Yeah.
Traffic in the morning is kind of bad too. Not as bad as the I don't think it's as bad as the afternoon because it's everybody and a lot of kids ride buses in the morning. So it kind of minimizes the traffic, but that afternoon is bad.
It's
I don't
either
necessarily
super
do.
early or super late, because around 8:30 is when all the buses and
Yeah.
everyone starts getting here. Those lines.
Those
Oh,
lines,
my
bro,
God.
I hope that it gets better.
I hope that it gets better.
I hope
for
that it
the
gets better for
incoming
y'all.
It was better
but
the
it's
last
not
2
gonna
years.
get
I don't know
better.
what happened.
Bro, I don't understand. It's never the lines like they've been long before. Don't get
But
me wrong.
never
But
this
never
long.
it's
this long,
never
like
been
year
this
I mean,
long.
it's
Yeah.
because it was the bag check, and then everybody
Backpack
was
checking.
the backpack check, and then now it was the metal detector, and it's even harder because people have piercings, people have belts. I know if I had to take my belt off a few times just so I could get
Yeah.
inside
They
the
be having
school.
you. They be having you taking
Yeah.
everything
Do
off
they
with
still do that?
metal
Because I
detector,
know
bro.
in the
Yep.
beginning of the school,
They're
they made me take,
they're
like-
all different. It's so weird. If you
They're
go to
all
health,
different.
your belt gets checked. If you go through like the theater, you're fine.
Yeah.
If you go through the theater, you really don't get stopped for
If you
like-
go to the theater, you don't really get stopped. If you go on the like first floor, I know that it's not as bad, but you will have to take like your keys
It's
and
your
your
TSA.
phone and everything.
It's for the airport. You have to
And then, and then if you get binged, they gotta wand you down, bro. Like,
Yeah,
And
the
whole
third shift isn't as
situation.
bad, especially because Mr. Z's up there and he's really chill.
Yeah, and it's really, and they're trying to get all the teachers in it too. Like,
Yeah.
it's really like they have door duty, so every teacher's like really awkward. They have to like wand their
I know,
own
I've been seeing
student,
Miss
and
Ham.
then like
No, for sure.
it's odd. Yeah, it's just wild, man.
Anyways,
See.
we went into a whole conversation. But
What
what's
is
next?
what are the Townview stuff we got, man? What are the stuff?
colleges. I mean, we've been
Oh, the college visits.
we've gone on trips.
I'll let y'all
outside
speak
for-
on that a little bit, man. I've had a couple experiences myself, but I'll let y'all.
Yeah, we've all had a few experiences, but the most recent one I've had was University of Houston. It was the University of Houston, but we went to the specific business side of it, of course, and it was nice. I mean, I had to wake up at 4 a.m, but the bus ride there was real chill, and you know we got to tour around. They sat us down. They talked to us about money. They told us, hey, these companies are big and they would like to hire from us. So if you go here, you're guaranteed a job. Retention rate is real good too. So yeah, it's real nice stepping into colleges. I've been into a lot of colleges, just touring, trying to find out where I want to go. And yeah, I mean, University of Houston was a real good one too.
Definitely. Okay.
Thanks to business.
Was it only business students
Thanks
on
to
that trip?
business.
Yep, it was.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't specifically social media marketing. It was like everybody around.
Again, a lot of the stuff. This radio show is social media marketing specific. Like you can only do this if you do social media marketing, but everything else we talk about is free game for anybody.
Yeah, because I don't even think I
If you
specified
want to be
that
a
this
cool
radio
kid, you
show
have to come to
is
social media.
specific to social media marketing.
Did you ever go somewhere thanks to business?
What do you mean? Like to college?
We've
Just
been to
trip.
we've been to UTD
The
a
only
couple
one that I
times.
have been to is UTD because I didn't sign up for a whole lot of the field trips that have been here in the past. So the most recent one has been UTD. I liked UTD a lot. So right now I'm between Bentley and UTD for my applications because I really want to go to either one of those. Yeah, I really liked the field trip. It was really nice. I like the school. I think they need more diversity, like culturally, but I'm gonna get there. Hey, I'm gonna add to that.
You're the
100%.
stepping stone. You're the
I'm the stepping stone.
I've been to UTD a couple times. Obviously, we have that partner program. They kind of get us right with a couple scholarships and stuff like that. We're a partner school with UTD, so that kind of influences some of the stuff that we got going on. And then I just remembered this. I've actually been to SMU. I went to SMU sophomore year though with a teacher that's no longer here. But
Was it for real estate?
it's for Miles. It was Miles took
Yeah.
care.
Oh.
But we weren't doing real estate at the time. We were doing something else. I don't
It was
know
just
what
wasn't
was.
it advertising?
It was supposed to be advertising, but it was
It was something else.
we were
Yeah.
what were we? We were first semester, so we were doing I don't know.
I had the class with you. Or did I?
We were doing, I don't know, but the second semester kids, I think, were doing real estate, but we were doing all types of stuff. We weren't even doing advertising for real. But we did get to go. But we did get to go see the business school at SMU, which is a great business school. SMU is a beautiful campus.
Yeah,
it's really expensive though, so you gotta make sure you got your stuff right
Get your fast money.
if you want to get to SMU, man. But I mean, I was gonna go again. I had some stuff that came up. I couldn't end up going, but I've been to a couple trips. I've also been to a couple field trips thanks to business. We've been to I went to Intuit again with the same teacher who's no longer here. We went to Intuit. It was not a social media company. It's like a tech company that does like live streamings and stuff like that. And they had us working on some stuff.
I was absent for that field trip. They left me.
I remember that. And then
It was me and Tierra got left.
there was one more. You went on this with us. It was last year to the advertising agency.
To
We
Oh,
went
we
to
all
TRG.
went.
Yeah, we all
The
went.
Richardson group? The Richardson?
It wasn't.
It was downtown.
it was nearby.
Was it
in
Intuit?
downtown.
No.
It was
No.
I
TRG.
didn't
different.
It was
TRG. It was TRG.
I love TRG.
TRG.
That means the
That was really
Richardson
good.
group, no?
And if you do, what's that?
It was in the building, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was TRG.
What is the
They
thing
bought
that
the
they have
building.
you complete before you do your internship?
Oh, Opti.
Opti, yeah. So if you complete that, they'll give you your internship for TRG. You could really go have an internship over there. But they do request certain students based on depending on how talkative you are and how much they can tell that you're interested in their company, you can get like internships pretty not necessarily easily, but you have a lot of opportunities here to get good internships.
Yeah, there is a good amount of opportunities here to get all types of internships.
Yeah.
Opti was just, I don't know if they're still doing Opti. Did y'all have to do Opti?
You guys
For internships, no, we're doing work ready. I think that's different.
It's similar. Okay, it's different. They switch the software up all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It's like we fill in modules and they prepare you for like an interview. They interview you, right?
That's
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
we
how
did.
it,
We
that's
did.
kind of what
It's
Opti was
kind
doing.
of what we did. It's kind of the same
We do
situation.
that.
That is what we did.
I didn't complete it. How unfortunate. Because I wanted to do TRG and I didn't go.
I wasn't really. I have a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
wasn't
same.
really able to do internships. I needed my summers a little more free. I had some things going on.
Yeah.
What else we got to talk about? We got to talk about community service. You need 125 hours of community service to graduate. That's required to graduate from the School of Business. They offer a bunch of community service hours. Don't be like me. I didn't really start getting any hours or logging any hours till like junior year. But like junior year, I logged like 75 first semester, and then I was just going to work from there, man. I think I finished the year with like 100 something, like maybe more than the 125. I have 200 plus hours now.
Oh my.
Yeah, so that helps a lot with stuff like NHS, which is another club you can get into, but that's more like merit based. You gotta have good grades to get into NHS, and it's real selective, and you need to have a minimum of 75 community service hours. Like I know she talks about it all the time, Ms. Ham. There's a lot of good candidates in the school. They just don't have any community service, so she can't let them in. So get on the community service early, man. I mean, you don't have to
get
be like
early.
200 hours freshman year. I was doing everything. But, get a little something here and there, maybe like 5, 10, a little bit. Increase it gradually as you go up in grade level, and you'll get there. It's not. It seems really, really a lot once you first start off. But once you like kind of get into it and kind of realize, oh, I can do this, I can donate this, and get some hours.
Yeah.
Then it
Big
gets
thing
a
is
lot
the
easier.
drives. Right now too, there's like 7 of them going on for the Christmas season.
Oh,
Yeah, a
And
lot of the teachers do it too. Like Miss Jackson,
Miss
the
Jackson,
thing that she's doing.
yeah, she's like 3 boxes in the back's like
Oh,
every
yeah, we did
canned
that last
food,
year.
every new toy.
Yeah, it's either for grades or you can do community service hours
Yeah.
if you want.
You have to build this up. It's like 5 hours total, but if you actually get to where you hash this out, you still get some from being a TA.
Oh yeah.
And
You
how
get
many
hours for JRTC too?
How many hours do you need to get like your cord? Because I know you could get another cord.
The
for
first chord I
graduation.
think is just the 125,
125.
and then the second chord is like, I think it's 175, and then and then NHS I know we get a stool, for some type of stuff, but yeah, I think it's 2 chords. I want to say there might be a third one. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we all know about the 125, and I think there's a 175. So yeah. What
And
else?
make sure you guys join the Google Classrooms as soon as they come out with them, like the one for SBM and the one for the counselors, because they're always posting community service like opportunities. There's different things that you could do, like volunteering at the zoo around this time. They do it a lot. They do it for the aquarium too, like earlier on the year. They have fish camp. This is something that we do a lot. I think law does it too, but it might just be business.
I thought all schools did it. It was just named differently.
I guess you're right. I guess it's just
laws
like orientation.
Mentors and mentees.
Yeah, but I know, like, I did fish camp like once or twice, and you get like 60 something hours just off of that alone. So I got that like my freshman year or sophomore year. But yeah, you get a lot of hour opportunities.
I never touched fish camp. I didn't even go as a
I've
freshman.
I've done fish camp. I've done
It's
I
fun, I like
volunteered.
it.
I volunteered and I went as a student my 8th grade year. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
It was okay. It was cool. It's interesting. It's a nice way to get introduced to the school. You know, see some things, know some things, get to know some people, stuff like that, man.
I thought it was fun when I volunteered to do it. Got to meet a lot of new people. I just like make sure you pick the people who you're with in the team because that
You
was
don't
not
really
the
get-
best.
You don't really
experience.
get to pick.
I think it
kinda just
depends.
kinda
If you
get-
have connections, maybe yeah. A little
Oh, you
bit.
talking about for like volunteering or for like as an 8th grader?
No, as an 8th grader, no, you don't.
No, yeah,
really
as an
get-
8th grader, you get just put into where
You just get put in the team.
You know, you can know some people, you could do some things.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I meant.
Link Crew. So one of y'all want to talk about Link Crew?
I don't really know a lot about Link Crew.
I don't know a lot about
neither.
Link Crew either, man.
But you know, now whenever we have an event, it says hosted by SBM Link Crew. They had what's the most recent thing?
Game night?
Oh, they're having a movie night.
Oh yeah, isn't it Home Alone?
Oh, they're
I
doing
thought it was
Home Alone.
Polar Express.
We
Might
heard
be
different
both.
things, buddy.
We've been here, man. You hear a lot of stuff.
We
man.
hear a lot of stuff.
News
There's so
travels
many posts
fast.
going out.
I mean, they have a
there's
lot
a
of
lot of
stuff.
things.
It's just that a problem with a lot of schools is that the posters are real small. On the wall you walk past, you don't even notice them. But yeah,
But there
Yeah.
are a lot of like accounts on social
Yeah.
media. Like on Instagram, you get a lot of posts from different
accounts, different schools.
Yeah.
you know.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, that's basically what they do. They run the events. They do the big, the SBM versus Law basketball game. We gotta talk
The
about
only
that,
form
man.
of sports that we have.
were you ever on that roster?
No, I was not.
You
Is
gotta-
that still a thing?
Maybe,
said it so
this,
fast.
this
No.
year, this year I plan on participating. But no, I haven't been on there the year
Good.
before. Law had a couple D1 prospects on the team, man. I couldn't do that. They had a guy. He plays D1 basketball at
Yeah,
FIU
Oh,
now. I was not
what?
hooping against him, bro.
They
Then
had
they had
actual 5 stars on that.
yeah, they had
roster.
another. They had even their girls. They had like girls who were going like who were playing college basketball at like different levels, and I couldn't do that, man. And then they had another D1 athlete, one of my friends. He plays football at Howard now. They had another guy who plays football at Woodrow, who played basketball at Woodrow. He was dunking. He was like 5'11". Dudes was doing windmills. I was like, yeah, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
On that.
I'm okay. We need to snap the losing streak this year, man. We need to snap the losing streak.
We got it.
It's
Put
like
me
a
in, coach.
2-year losing streak, man. 2-3 year losing streak. We need to snap the losing streak this year, man.
Yeah.
The post that did come out when business lost was kind of funny though. Like I'm not gonna lie,
Little
it was really funny.
You need me and Aiden. We'll be in there. It'll be prime LeBron and Bronny on that team.
Bye. Aiden's no.
I don't know, man. You got that, man. You got that.
I dropped the basketball as soon as my friend went D1. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Have we finished talking about like school related topics?
Man, we've done a
But
lot,
what did
man.
we cover? We covered a lot of things.
We've done
but
everything.
We talked about
Y'all want to
school
say
security.
Y'all want to say something about dual credit?
We could talk about the credit. Oh, we also didn't mention any of the AP courses. That
Yeah,
school
we gotta talk
offers.
about.
I'm not doing
we
any
gotta talk
dual
about
credit.
AP.
I'm doing more APs.
Yeah,
You're
me
doing
too.
more
I'm not
APs and
doing
dual credit. We were doing a lot of dual credit, and we still are.
Yes.
We're doing. I don't dang. Then y'all might not be on track to graduate with Dallas College, man. We have a class that we're finishing up, and then we have another class.
We got cut.
Yeah. We
The
mentioned
Dallas
our
Community College, we
dropped
lost the
us.
dual credits
Yep.
when they cut us from there.
Wow, really?
What?
So wait, y'all aren't doing a dual credit class this year?
No.
Which
I mean,
is-
I'm not taking one this year either, though. Because I know a lot of seniors.
Oh,
were
you're not?
taking- Yeah, I'm not.
I'm taking. I'm taking one right now, and then I'm taking another one, and then I'll have enough credits to graduate with at Dallas College, man. That's crazy though. So they cut y'all like what happened?
It
They
was
cut y'all
like
off?
what, like
It was
second semester, mid-second
It
semester.
was mid-second semester.
They were
we were
like,
doing
bye.
Photoshop with Dallas College. Miss Sanders walks in, drops a few papers, like, "Hey, Dallas College just cut us off."
Oh, yep.
What?
The talk.
Yeah, no, it really was good. She walked in, she sat down the chair. We were all sitting down.
mysterious,
We were
yeah.
all sophomores, like, "What's happening?" And she's like, Miss Bell's gonna take it from here. They're like, oh, okay.
And yeah, like we said again, like the first 1-2 weeks, we didn't do anything at all until Miss Bell had to clutch up, give
Yeah,
us
she-
something to do.
The goat.
Dang. That's crazy. So I guess
Miss
we might
Bell
be the
be
last
saving
couple
the day,
groups,
bro.
man. We
She
might be
really
the last
is.
couple groups. That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, then we can talk about APs. We all done took APs, man. Let's talk about the ones that we have to take like every year. So we took humanities as freshmen.
Oh, yeah.
But I know y'all took something else.
AP Human Geo.
I took human geo.
Yeah,
Freshman year?
we didn't get the chance to take that. Y'all,
problem.
we'll let y'all talk about that for a little bit, real quick.
Well, the teachers are both really well known with each other. It's Mr. Bell and Mr.
Love
Gonzalez.
Mr. Bell.
Yeah. So one of the two best business teachers out there.
I had
and
Mr. Bell.
They taught human geo and they taught
Mm.
humanities. It was real fun.
Okay. That's one you take one freshman year. We took 0, but y'all coming in now will take 1. And then next year you take AP World. I had Miss Poloschek.
Me
I had
too.
Miss P.
And
I liked
Miss
her.
PB.
liked
Some
her too.
people
Oh, Miss
some
PB 's
people have
cool
Miss
too.
PB. Miss PB is cool too.
They're both
I've
cool.
talked to her
I
a
Miss
couple
think
P's my
times.
all
goat.
the teachers for
Yeah.
that are really cool, especially since they're like, younger.
And then some
Mhm.
third-
More down to earth.
Yeah.
and
I
then Miss
agree.
Benitez, who's like really usually like
Miss
almost
Benitez-
our age. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's, like,
Yeah.
she's cool too. They're all really good options if you're taking AP World. Actually, AP World, only AP test I've passed, guys. Only AP,
Only
only
AP
AP test I've passed.
Well, Miss Benitez also has the mental health club, the Hispanic
Oh,
mental
yes,
health
that's what
club,
we were doing, right?
and it's a
Oh, I
business
didn't know
thing. It's
that.
pretty much only a business thing, and
Wow.
yeah, we've had like maybe one meeting so far, but she
All the
plans them
junior
out.
class signed up, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
10
all
us.
of our
Mhm.
juniors signed up for it because we're all Hispanic, and it was real fun. Like we all got in
We
there.
were all Hispanic. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Miss Benitez like
Interesting. Let's see what else we got.
Well-
Junior year. Junior year is when you start taking a lot of APs.
So many.
I
APs.
had-
How many do you have?
I had 3. How many did you
I
have?
had like 4 or 5.
You had 4 or 5. I had 3. You have how many?
pre-cal, lit, human geo. I mean not human geo.
A push.
A push,
Yeah, A push.
African American Studies.
African
You're
American.
an African American studies.
Last year, that became an AP class when I took it. I was fine.
I forgot you had 5. Yeah, that's crazy. You took AP Spanish. That's
AP
interesting.
Spanish, but I got a 5 on it. That's like the one that I've really like passed.
I took 3, didn't do great. I took, we were the first year of AP Pre-Cal, which was a really
Brutal.
sharp learning curve. That was
Terrible.
brutal. They didn't really know. The teachers, not to say they're bad teachers, they're great teachers. I
Yeah,
I
they are
had
great
Mr.
teachers.
Ariza. I liked him a lot. It was just a lot going on with it being the first year of APs in that class. But it's definitely gotten a lot better. Y'all think it's gotten better.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped us out because we were introduced to it our freshman year. So by junior year, we're like, oh yeah, this is just how it is.
Yeah. And then we took AP Lang. That was okay. It was okay.
I got like-
I love
didn't
writing.
really-
So
I'm not gonna lie, I
AP
got
Lang
like
is
a
one of
2
my
on that
strong
test.
suits.
I'm great at writing too. I just didn't do well on my AP Lang test.
neither.
I don't know. The teacher I had, we just didn't. I don't know. I didn't really do great. I didn't really do great with his teaching style. Some people like him a lot. Some people had. I don't know. Who
Who did you have?
Jones.
I had Mixo, and I liked the class, but I couldn't deal with like the essays just because I would do fine once we were practicing them, and then once we got to the test, I blanked out and I didn't know what I was doing anymore. So the rhetorical essay, the page was blank. I didn't even do it. I did the other 2 essays, but not that
That's
one. There was
crazy.
3 essays.
My
No,
teachers
thank you.
hated me. They were like,
escalated
we just
quickly.
need a 1-page essay. And I'll turn it into 6-page essay. I'll be like, I just couldn't stop writing. And they'd be like, I can't grade all of this. Like,
That's crazy. Yeah. Okay.
But that's like a good. Bad?
it's a
It's
good
It's a good
bad.
bad.
Yeah, because it's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
Hi. Okay.
And then A push. We all take A push. I had Mr. Roman, man. This is an interesting guy right there. Interesting guy, man. Interesting guy.
I mean, he seems real chill. I mean, he threw a party, didn't he?
He's chill. He's cool. We have a lot of fun in that class, but he also, he can, he'll be jumping off of tables or,
Oh, I heard about that.
slamming,
I did hear about
slamming
that.
some
Very
things on the
eccentric
table. Doing a lot of different movements. He's a real interactive teacher. He gets into it a lot, man. He'll be talking with you. He really likes to know his students, man. What teachers did y'all have though? I had Mr.
For English?
Yeah.
I had Miss
Roman.
Jackson. I love Miss Jackson. Love her so much. She was such a helpful teacher. And she's really nice. So all of the work that you do in her class, I think we got it a lot easier than the people who had Miss Taylor, because Miss Taylor students had like really big packets of work. They were telling me that their notes were really.
Who do y'all have? Who do y'all have this
We
year?
have Jackson.
We both have Jackson.
Y'all are
Okay.
so lucky.
But I'm weird. I like how Miss Jackson is, but I was like, I'll go to Miss Taylor and be like, can I just have a packet? And I'll just start filling it. Because I needed to study.
Oh, I get that.
I feel for college. I'm like, I need a teacher to tell me what to do. Like, I can get it on my own, but I need some sort of
Guide.
guide. I need some sort of help.
Honestly,
I
I
can't be
really
thrown
love.
alone.
Yeah, I love
That's
the way
true.
Miss Jackson teaches. It's very like self-paced. You know, like she doesn't tell you how specifically how to take notes. Just like take them if you take them.
You know, I only took like 3 pages of notes that entire year, but I still passed. Like I got like a 3 or 4 on that test.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that. Huh?
Oh, my bad. By the way,
But yeah.
if there's well, the viewers who are seeing, like, we have another person on the team taking social media. That's why
Oh
we
yeah,
take
yeah.
random
We'll also
breaks.
have people take social media photos and
2 other people in
stuff
the room
like
right
that,
now.
and you know, things of that. But yeah, I had you know, Jones was cool. I haven't had Miss Taylor. Who did I know who had Miss Taylor? I didn't really know a whole lot of people had Miss Taylor. I knew people had Miss Jackson. I knew people had Mr. Roman, and that was really it, man. Senior year, you kind of take whatever when it comes to APs.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody has to take AP Lit though, and AP Lit is not that bad. I like AP.
I
Lit.
personally like it.
I personally like. I like it more than Lang.
Me too.
Is it just reading or is it just writing?
It's both.
It's both. It's still a writing class, but instead of like Lang, which was like focused on a different aspect, we're focused more on like writing about literature. That's mainly what this
Yeah.
is. We write essays about books and about poems and stuff like that. That's what our main focus is, literature. AP, we have after AP Calculus, you have a chance to take AP. I'm sorry, after AP Pre-Cal, you have the chance to take AP Calculus. And I'll let her talk about calculus a little bit, man.
I was the wrong person to let talk about this. I don't like calculus. But if you really like math, I do advise that you take that class. It'll help you out in the long run. I mean, if you're going to pass the AP test and you know you're going to pass it because you like math, take it. It's going to help you. Depending on your major that you're going to choose for college, really. Because for me, I'm choosing marketing or entrepreneurship. I really could have gone statistics or financial math route. I just didn't. I wasn't so informed about what kind of math classes I was supposed to take. And it was kind of vague the way that they went about it last year.
Yeah, it was
I had to
kind
get
of
a lot
like
of explanation on what I was.
Did you get the little doc with the different paths you could take? It was kind of weird for me,
Me
man.
too, I
It
didn't
was
really-
like so either you do this and you take you basically it's kind of like you choose what you're gonna do. So you have the chance. Also, aside from AP Pre-Cal, we kind of misquoted a little bit. You can also take dual credit Pre-Cal,
Me, you can also do summer classes.
and you can. They don't let you take that with some. They're not gonna let you take.
Well, it's not. AP
I mean, you
or-
can,
but you
but
can
you
just
can't.
knock down the credits. You
Yeah.
can take AP stats.
You
when
gotta
get back to
you
school.
take, but yeah, you got another chance. Most people take regular AP Pre-Cal, and then some people take dual credit Pre-Cal, and that's also another option for you. And then after that, you have the option you could take AP Calculus, or you could take stats, and then financial math is kind of like a more elective type math, but stats is also like an AP type situation. And then what other APs do we take this year, man? We take
AP Bio and
you have
AP
to take-
Environmental Science.
No, I don't take those. I'm done with my science credits. If you're not done with your science though, you can take AP Bio and
I'm taking
AP
environmental.
Environmental.
Me
Y'all can
too.
talk about that.
But I'm
I
just
don't
taking
take
it
either
for
of those
fun.
classes.
It's a nice class. I like it.
have
But
my
I just
credits.
wish that we had an actual like teacher
Teacher?
present because our teacher's not here. So we have another teacher giving us work, and I wish that we were doing the projects that they were doing. They did that one project with the fish and the bottle. I don't know what they were doing, but it looked really fun, and I wish I could have done that because a lot of the work that we're doing right now is like paper and notes and testing. But by the time that you guys get here and you guys get to take that class, I'm sure you guys will have your teacher and will get to have a lot of fun with that class. Because that's the class that a lot of people like picking.
So y'all took AP Environmental Science. Nobody took Bio. Nobody's taking Bio.
I
No?
wanted to take Bio.
I know people who are. But
Y'all took.
I'm not taking a science class.
You're not taking science classes, really?
I'm in the office helping out.
You don't. But do you have
Do
like
you
your
need
credits?
Science credit?
Do you need?
I took physics in 8th grade.
Me too.
I took astronomy in 8th grade, and that
Me
fulfilled
too.
my credit. And I had I took bio, then I took chemistry, then I took physics when I got here last year, and then that's my 4, man. So that's all I
I'm
needed.
taking my last credit, physics, and then I'm just taking AP Environmental Science for fun.
So yeah.
But you two guys are seniors, so there's something you guys are gonna be looking out for. It's prom. So
Oh yeah, prom.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
prom.
push past prom. Prom is school. Prom's interesting. The price though,
The price is very
I gotta
interesting.
keep
it's
talking
a lot
about
of-
the price.
There's a lot of things about you got the ring, the cap and gown, and then you have
Man,
the
I'm talking about the
prom.
ticket. I ain't even getting
Who's
into
buying
that.
the ring?
$135
No, thank
per
$135?
person.
For the memories.
There's 130 for the
the-
prom ticket. I thought it was 125.
Nah, that's 135. I think it's either 125 or 135. It might be 125. I know last year
It
I
better be
think
125.
last year I think it was 135. This year it might be 125. Are the prices gonna keep going down? No. They're
The
probably
prices
gonna
don't
go
keep
up.
going down.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna go up every year. But it's it's interesting. They try to pick a nice location. We have a good time with our friends for one last time, man.
Are you joined with like different schools, or is it like
Yeah,
each school has
it's
their own?
all
Everybody
I think it's
except tag.
every single
Everything
I
but
think it's
tag?
every single school but tag. Yeah.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah, that's how it usually is, man. Tag usually a little off to themselves doing their thing.
No shade though.
No shade, no shade, no shade. It's all
Never
love.
any
Shade
shade
from the
here, man.
business
Never any
kids.
shade.
It's all
But
love.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't really planning on going to prom like my entire high school career. I was not trying to go to prom until this year got here, and I was like, damn, I'm not gonna get to see these
Memories.
people. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have to. I'm not gonna have the memories that everybody else has of seeing each other like that last time. In case we all go to different colleges and we won't see each other probably in a really long time or ever again, you know. So once that set in, I was like, okay, it might be $135, but I kind of gotta go.
Senior year is expensive.
Senior year is expensive.
Senior picnic
But it's worth
is
it.
expensive.
Oh,
You gotta
and
do
the
seniors. Other senior
sunrise.
activities expensive. Senior sunrise one's really expensive. You just kind of show up and watch the sunrise. You gotta wake up early for that though. That was crazy.
The
It was
cost is
crazy to watch the
expensive.
sunrise.
4 or
Aiden.
5 a.m. I mean, it was crazy to have to wake up that early, but I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was okay for the memories, man. For the
For
memories.
the memory.
for the
You gotta keep thinking that when it's
the
it's
memories.
it's 5
Sunset, or
a.m.
you
in
guys
the
not
morning.
doing that?
Oh, senior sunset? Yeah, we're doing that. It's I think it's that second to last or last week of school we're doing it. Yeah,
How do we feel about graduation?
I feel great.
I feel great about graduation, not about the whole graduating process towards the end, because that graduating process got kind of weird, and we're graduating like a week later.
Bro,
After
okay, we'll
we-
be out of basically we stopped school right before ACPs as seniors, and then we stop, and that week is gonna happen, and then the week after that, like on like the 30, I think ours is the 31st of May. We're gonna have graduation. Some schools aren't graduating until June though.
I didn't know that.
Some schools it's us in law we're graduating, but schools like ESSM, like health, like TAG and SEM, they're not graduating until like June.
I just found that out right now.
Yeah. So that's
That's gonna be
a
fun.
wild thing.
How do y'all feel about graduating with law?
I mean,
Oh, the
we've
joint
been around with
graduations.
law for like a good time. We're like this. We're locked in. So.
It's just a big class, so that's what I'm thinking. It's like it's
Yeah.
a really big class.
We interact. If you go here, you're gonna interact with every single school.
Yeah,
you're gonna
sure.
interact even TAG to a certain extent.
Like even
'cause you
your
take
AP classes and regular classes, like it's everybody from usually every school except tag.
Mhm.
But
no,
um,
you'll
Tag,
see some
you can
tag
for
kids
electives,
for,
yeah.
For
electives
yeah.
and
For
for
arts
like
So you had a tag kid. for
gym
tag kids.
classes. Yeah, gym, choir, Spanish. You get all
Yeah.
schools for
but
that.
other classes, you know, you
Like
get
your
to
core
meet everybody.
classes.
You get to know the school, and you get to.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is the first year that joint graduation is coming back. So
Yeah.
you used to have it by ourselves, and that was for COVID reasons, and we're not in those times anymore. So we're going back to joint graduation, man. And people aren't necessarily too happy
Yeah,
about
not a lot
that.
of
but,
people.
Yeah.
We're not necessarily too happy, but it's okay. Like at the end of the day, we're graduating, and that is all that matters. Like
You
I
can
wanna
also
graduate.
you can bring less people. Like the ticket
That's
count
true.
went down. Some people are mad about that. You can't bring as many. You don't have as many tickets for family members.
Really?
how much
No,
was it
we-
before?
It was like we have 10 now, but I know it was definitely more than 10 in years past.
I didn't know that.
I'm in the front row with a photo of Aiden on my shirt. I'm like, my baby graduated.
That's crazy. That's wild, man.
Oh my! To the people who are watching, my baby graduated.
My baby graduated. I know we're gonna go right.
it's gonna go. It's crazy. College is stressful too. Doing all that extra stuff, man. It's a stressful time. It's a stressful time, but it's fine.
Especially because right now it's FAFSA month, right? It's December. This when you start filling that out, start getting it real great.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's stressful. I know a lot of people who told me this is gonna be the easiest year of your life.
No.
Y'all lied.
So far, it's like this. It was probably the hardest year of high school.
This has been the
Maybe-
hardest year for me.
Maybe hardest.
And it just
junior year is a very close second, but it was
This year, I think both mentally like challenging and like emotionally.
mentally makes it
But,
harder.
yeah, mentally
the
makes it a
mental-
lot harder.
The mental definitely makes it a
And
lot
there's
harder.
so much stress. Like you're doing things fast all the time because you can't slack off on your grades here, even if you're a senior. Like, yeah, they tell you like your junior year grades matter a lot, but obviously your senior year grades are gonna be looked at a lot too. So make sure you guys stay on top of your grades all the time. Don't even think that freshman year you could get away with it. Just do your work on time.
No, yeah, I think freshman year really matters too, especially since it
sets
sets the
you up.
it sets the basis for your GPA and everything. And it's
And there's resources. We have Mr. Osifo that helps you out with those college applications. You have like ACT prep, math clubs, English clubs, all those clubs that help you get those grades up and everything.
Definitely.
A special thanks to Mr. O because he's been on top of my applications. So
Oh yeah,
he's
shout
been
out
getting
to
my
Mr.
stuff
O,
done.
man, the
Shout out to
college
Mr.
advisor,
O.
man. He be
Yeah.
getting me
Well,
right
all
here,
the college
sending all my
advisors
work.
because they've all been
college
helping.
advisors
He's
are
just
very
real
helpful.
cool. Like his classroom is cool as like
Cool.
the college corner. The college corner is right there.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of helpful, like how do you say this? So they have the ASP Instagram, and they post a lot of different days where you can stay either after school or during school for help. So they have financial aid nights or college application party things, and then they have SAT prep studying nights. So you should stay for all of those things. Those are all really helpful.
college
yeah.
fairs too. We
College
had college fair
fairs,
earlier this
yeah.
year.
They
I
come
like the
here
college
too,
fair.
right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
You
and by
ever
the
stop
way,
by?
UTD comes to talk to the school like basically every single year that you're
Oh,
here. Maybe
with the
not-
headphones.
Yeah, the one with the headphones.
The fake AirPods.
You got the AirPods.
The AirPods. I mean, it's fun though. I mean, they're
I love
usually
Mr.
by the
Shuey.
library or the commons. You walk up and you get to talk to college representatives.
Yeah.
You get to know a little bit about your future.
Make sure you have a conversation with those people at the college fairs, anybody who comes to represent their college, because once you introduce yourself, they'll have like a better way to know you. So
And they'll
you might
remember
have a
your
bigger,
name.
a better chance. Yeah. So talk to them.
Good to make connections.
I don't know how many colleges I talked to, but I did walk around that entire night.
I talked to a lot. I had a stack of
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
flyers.
They give me
yeah.
like 2 different bags. I was stacking things. I
Well,
was
that's how
stacking
it
my
is. Like
prices.
when colleges, people like be annoying, be really annoying. Just go
Yeah.
to every college, email them, talk to them. Because
Yeah.
if they see that you're interested, they'll help you out more than anybody else.
Show interest.
Yeah, just be
Definitely show
annoying.
interest. That's with a lot of stuff here. You just gotta kind of show that you want to do it. You know,
Yeah,
kind of go up and talk to people. You can't be afraid to talk to people.
it'll separate you from
You
the
have to
rest for sure.
explore.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about school, and I don't know how much time is left. So if you guys want to talk about any of our casual topics, we could start that. Because we
Yeah.
did talk about
Thought
the
we were
whole
gonna,
time about
Thought we were gonna
school
see a couple teachers tonight.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
I don't know if that's necessarily gonna happen.
I don't know
man.
if that's possible tonight with this open house.
I mean, we still had prices on here, but I think we already talked
Still
about
had
that.
what on there?
We still have what?
Prices, how's going
Prices.
up? Inflation.
Oh,
you know,
inflation
gas,
and stuff like that.
We
Vending
lightly
machines.
touched
School
on
vending
that.
machine prices.
vending
That's an
machine prices,
example
the
of
gas
one.
prices.
Let me look and see if there's anything else on this sheet.
$2.50 for a bag of Cheez-Its.
Did we talk about certifications? I think we did.
Yeah.
Yes,
With
we
dual
mentioned
We
credit.
some.
really only touched like 3 of those. What other things is this?
What are all the certifications we get? I have no idea. I mean, it's all of them are pathway specific.
Well, like we don't do HTML or Python. That's IT.
That's IT.
And then we used to do Photoshop, but I think that's gonna get replaced really soon.
Apparently.
We did do Adobe, did we?
Yes,
Oh,
we did
we-
Adobe.
we
We did
did
a
do
lot of
Adobe.
the Adobe programs,
Yeah.
but
Y'all
not
still did
Photoshop.
Adobe? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
we did Adobe.
Adobe.
We
That's
did
what we did.
Adobe. I remember Adobe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did.
Adobe Express.
Adobe Express and Self-Service.
Obviously, we said
Yes.
Word and Excel. The accounting kids do QuickBooks. That's about all I know. We touched on the real estate stuff, and we touched on everything so far.
She's so sweet.
Our fans.
I know.
Our fans.
Hi.
Audience.
I'm like, I'm shy.
Is my hair right?
Oh, wow.
Um,
What else? We could talk about.
shout out the.
Okay, I don't really see.
I mean, you guys wanted to talk about the fight.
Oh.
Y'all
Oh,
should mention that.
That's all y'all.
Oh.
That's all you guys.
Yeah, all you guys.
Well, I didn't really want to talk about the fight. I want to talk about like the decision behind it. I mean, I feel like it was just a big money move, and everybody just says it's a big money move for obviously Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. It was just who comes out with the bigger check, and
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely. It was all money and attention. It was a horrible fight. It was a horrible
People were
fight.
telling me that the women's fight was really entertaining.
Yeah.
But the guys'
Oh,
fight was
that
pretty
was
now the
good.
prelims.
Yeah,
We've
the
heard about
women's
the,
fight.
I heard a lot about the prelims.
I heard
that,
about that.
the prelims were. I felt I had more fun watching the prelims than watching Jake Paul Mike Tyson. But the biggest fight was with Netflix. I could not get it loading right. And
yeah, a lot of people
Bro, they
complain
were
about
so
that, yeah.
mad about there was a streaming problems. Everybody was heated, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember going on Instagram the day after. It's like, man, Jake Paul didn't have to fight as hard as I did when I had to fight Netflix.
All the Instagram reels about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
End up
funny.
end up just watching the fight on TikTok, man.
yeah,
That's where I watched the fight.
it's a random guy.
Watching it
going
all
on
parts.
TV
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
With Family Guy at the bottom.
The sensory videos. But yeah, I remember I was talking to my dad, and my dad's like, that's not real. It's like, if I was Mike Tyson, I would have just dropped on the ground the first round and come out with $5 million in my pocket.
$5 million for two. So, that's like, yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I remember asking Miss Shipman's like, how did you feel? She's like, man, that ain't real.
That
was
ain't real.
That's just all money.
Shipman and her
Miss
conspiracy.
Shipman and her
Oh, yeah,
conspiracy
definitely.
theories, dude. We've heard a lot about that since, to be honest. No, I was going to say sophomore year, but not really. We really formed a better relationship with her
Yeah.
junior year.
We weren't that talkative sophomore year.
Yeah, we were real
forming,
quiet.
Yeah, we're forming our bond now.
Yeah, like we have a what's it called? We're using that whiteboard, putting all the conspiracy.
what?
theories.
Oh,
Right.
stop
What's
the
not
not
real?
real and real board.
Yeah.
Lucas is not real, apparently. They have him
Yeah.
up there.
No, the fact that all like the crazy things are on the real, but like not real is like.
I know. I was like,
I remember I
But that was
walked
funny.
in there. There's like pigeons aren't real. I'm like, oh, okay.
Walk in there and Luca
Pigeons
is on there
aren't
5
real.
times.
yeah, Lucas is not real.
There's people on that list. I'm like, oh, okay.
People? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Our
there's people we
classmates.
see in the school every day. It's like, oh, guess they're not real.
You're not real.
Classmates on there like
robots.
4 times.
Other
Other
thing was on
thing.
here was, we already talked about the schools.
Yeah, we already
what
did
else?
that.
I mean, what else do we touch, man? I mean, what all do we talk?
Well, we had Elon Musk right on here for a reason, and it was after Trump won the electoral vote. He's taking office in January soon once
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
does the president's oath.
Mhm.
And after that, he starts assigning his people. And one of the names that came up was Elon Musk, and he's a director of something now. And people were just like, I don't think I'm that safe knowing that Elon Musk couldn't handle Twitter. Now he's handling something
He
as big
appointed a
as
lot of
country.
people as directors of stuff, and it was just crazy. I was like, bro, what's going on? I remember I was seeing some names I had never seen before. I was like, man, is this an internet personality? What's going on? Man, this is not a real politician
Yeah.
on this team, man. What type of team we building? Bro was like, I'm making the dream team. Nah, I don't know about this, man.
I don't think Elon Musk is on my dream team.
I'm
to be
saying,
fair.
I don't know
I'm
about this
saying.
either.
Dan TDM.
I mean, he named his kid like Ash 12, and I don't think I want him on my team.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he won though.
But what could you do about it? You know, like it already happened.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
already happened.
Yeah, you
change the
can't
past.
get
Just
hung
have
up on
to
stuff.
make
like
the
that.
best of it, and I think that's
Yeah.
just how we're gonna move forward.
It's gonna be another 4 years of this man. But
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna get to vote one day again.
I was
After
just
that,
I
it's
didn't.
over. I didn't get to
You didn't
vote. I didn't get to vote.
I'm
Even though I
I'm
turned
still
18.
17, so I won't be 18 till
Yeah.
next year.
It'll be our first vote in the coming up years.
Yeah. I just remember coming to school, and it was a hall just blue and red.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would have some seniors wrecking the I voted shirt. You would have red hats everywhere, blue shirts somewhere.
Red hats.
Red hats.
That's
You
kind of
did?
crazy
I've
to see
seen
those
red
everywhere. I
hats.
didn't
You
see
saw
that.
some red hats?
I
man?
saw some red hats.
What?
Okay, man, they were bold about it, man.
I didn't know about that.
I know.
They were
Well, I
not
saw people
ashamed.
wearing a lot of blue and red, but
I saw
I saw some different colors, but you know,
I saw colors.
the hats, man. I
didn't
no,
see
I didn't
that.
see any.
I ain't seen
either.
the hats
Yeah,
come
me
out,
neither.
man.
I didn't even really see colors, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I was paying attention.
I saw the I voted stickers, man. I saw that.
I saw those, yeah.
I didn't see that.
But
I think
didn't
those
see
are
people
better than
literally wrapping the
actually-
colors.
Because shoving your, what's it called? Your beliefs in someone's face isn't the best move to go. Just having the
Definitely
I
not.
voted is good enough. Just knowing that
Yeah,
you're doing
definitely.
your civic duty.
A lot of people's feelings got just hurt
Yeah.
left and right. And
There
was so many-
arguments.
a lot of arguments
Yeah.
and discussions on people who had voted for Trump and friendships being broken. to
A
be
lot of
honest.
gossip
Some
was thrown around. You have
gossip.
people be like, "Oh, did you know this person voted this way?" And people were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Really?" And they're like, "I don't want to be this person's friend anymore." And a lot of stuff was thrown
Yeah.
out the window because of that. And as much as I get it, at the same time, it just really you have to be able to separate some things. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, this was your friend before. How come just this small thing just is your friend now?
I feel that. I
Exactly.
definitely understand that. There was a lot of divide especially in the country because of that. Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. But I mean, Texas is a red state anyway. I feel like we couldn't
Texas
have
has
changed
always
that.
been a red state.
Dallas was
Yeah.
blue, but Texas
Dallas
itself
Of
was
course,
red.
all the
Austin?
big cities. Were
Yeah,
blue,
all the
big
Dallas.
cities.
I mean, all the
Austin was
Dallas. All the big
blue.
cities.
Houston.
Houston was
not.
pretty blue, too.
Houston was blue. Oh,
Houston
okay,
was
cool.
blue.
Houston.
Yeah. I don't remember.
It was like a light blue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
light
was a
blue.
black. Yeah, that's how it is. Like it was a light blue because it was just.
Okay, okay.
I remember like the night before or like the night of the elections, like before it was being decided, every single TikTok live was just a different
No,
person
yeah.
putting the
Bro, yes, it was a
And some
live
of them are
stream.
wrong. I
That's
feel like some
right.
people are doing it on purpose. Because it'll be like
Just to
Trump
get
is winning
views.
by like
Bro.
200 votes, and like the
Yeah.
election had just started 5 minutes ago.
And I was
How-
like, what are you
Like,
talking
you know,
about?
the election live streams, the Trump live stream.
Yeah,
bro,
it's
it
like
was crazy.
Trump is
Whoa.
winning, and the election hasn't even started.
I
yet.
remember when
Like,
he
what
went on
are you
stream
doing?
What are you talking
with
about?
Aiden Ross, bro. That was wild. I remember they tried to get Kai involved. Kai was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stick this
Kai
one out."
Cenat.
Mm-hmm.
The people that they had at their rallies, like,
Oh,
what was
yeah.
going on?
I mean, I feel like that's why Elon Musk got elected for his position. I remember him going to the rally, taking off his shirt, be like, "Let's go, America!"
Elon Musk
That's
did that. I thought it was
crazy.
that wrestler guy.
Him
The
too.
wrestler,
Hulk
yeah.
Hogan was
Hogan.
on there too,
Wow.
Oh, that's
screaming.
his
Right.
name. That's his name.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that on the Democratic side. We pulled a lot of celebrities and a lot of
Definitely.
familiar
Oh, I saw
faces.
Quavo,
I
man.
saw
You
Cardi
saw
B.
Quavo.
Saw
Cardi
Quavo, you saw
B,
Cardi B.
Megan Thee
Beyonce.
Stallion.
Yeah, we did see Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was an
Yeah,
interesting
we saw
election.
ourselves.
Interesting
was a
night.
time,
Interesting
man. It
night
was
and
a
interesting
time.
day after that.
To be honest, I'm just surprised that he even got to be president after he went to jail. Like he's done so many things that I'm like,
yeah, I
why
feel
are
like
you
that's a lot
president
of
again,
people's
man?
points. It's like
You know?
convicted for being. He was almost
He almost got
impeached.
shot. Oh,
He
we're
was?
talking
I
about
was
different
like-
things.
I thought
He
he
almost
was
got
impeached.
Oh,
shot.
him almost getting
Was
shot,
he
bro.
impeached? I remember
I
he
thought he
was
has
in
been
court for
impeached
being
once.
for trying to be
He
impeached.
got
I remember
tried.
the assassination
The,
Oh, that's
attempt.
what
the
it
what's it
was.
called? The statute
Two?
of limitations
Like, two
ran out, and
different-
they said, "No, you can't do anything." After statute of limitations runs out, you can't get convicted. But he almost got shot.
That was
Yeah.
That was crazy.
But then they end up
That
Then
getting
he
was-
like,
broke
that-
pulled up.
that
Bro,
was-
Stop.
the amount of TikTok edits I saw just with the fist coming up, bro.
I'm
I was
being
like,
so
bro.
for real, I'm pretty sure I saw it on TikTok shop with a shirt. I feel like I
Oh
saw
my
somebody wearing the
God.
shirt with him going, "Let's go,
Bro,
America."
Oh
it's
my
crazy.
Lord.
It was
There's a
wild.
second attempt after too.
really, I didn't
Was
know
there?
that.
Oh, I
I
got that
know
on
about
Apple
that.
News.
Yeah,
Open my phone.
It was like
Trump.
a golf thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was at his house.
It was at his house. I remember he was just somewhere like he was out in a rally. It's just like there was an attempt, but this guards got it before him.
I can't read, guys.
Guys, this is a little dry.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Wrap it up.
you want me to end it with a natural?
I got you, bro. You got it. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Nah, you said you got me. You
Nah,
got me.
For old
you
time's
got
sake, you
this.
got
For
it.
old
All right, man. All right. All right. Well.
Let it
One of
go,
the seniors
Unc.
did the
Let it
intro. One
go.
of the seniors did the outro.
Right. Well, this is
Got
our
it.
last open house for me and her.
Yeah.
Hopefully that you'll see both of them next year. It's been KSBN Radio. Make sure to go follow us on all our social medias listed down below. And until next time, stay awesome, man.
Stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
Stay golden, point.
Thank you for listening to KSBM Radio, the voice of Townview.
My radio station.
We hope you enjoyed the great content and great discussion, all from a student's perspective. Make sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest updates at KSBM_TVT or on Facebook at KSBM Radio.
Add 'em on Facebook.
Check them on Facebook. Take care.